time, yeah. But in Talk, I knew Talk more or less 4 years.
Awesome. Yeah.
I
I
am
was,
a I am a anfitrion or host in Spanish.
yeah, it's okay. It's just in
Uh,
case you were new, but I just put us live on YouTube. So hello,
okay.
YouTube. And just some quick reminders about Talk and Talk. Talk and Talk is a English, I'm sorry, it's a language platform where you can learn and practice your English, French, and many other languages. This is not a class. I am not a teacher. I will not correct anyone. This is just a conversation so we can practice our English. And um, and yeah, that's it. I think we can start. So let's start by introducing ourselves. I will go first. My name is Igor. I am 27 years old. I was born in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Now I live in a small city in the state of Iowa in the US. I work as a software engineer. I am married. And in my free time, I like to spend time here on Talk and Talk, talking with you guys in English and also do exercise and play games and this kind of stuff. So how about you, Claudine? Can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, of course. Good night for all. Good night, YouTube. It's a pleasure here, and I work with. Uh, I have been work with information technology for 20 years, and in my job, I development routine to automation process to help the users and to help the company in general, and automation routines in desktop and cloud technology. And I work with data science using machine learning to to provide the better decisions for the directors, of the company. And I live in Brazil, São Paulo, close the Guarulhos, in São Paulo capital. I have two daughters, and I am married. I have two dogs, two little dogs, pinchers breeds. And what else? In my free time, I I study and I investigate history about the politics and the geography and the philosophy in the world, because I like very much history in general. My focus is political history. I consider my job CrossFit because I love a lot the sports, and CrossFit is my favorite sport. More or less 5 years, because I like to box, and I like to Muay Thai, and I like to Wing Chun too. But in this moment, in the last 5 years, I practice the CrossFit. That's all.
Thank you. You can choose someone else to answer.
Right?
You
Please.
can choose the next person to answer to
Okay,
introduce.
okay, okay. Okay. Marcio Ribeiro, please.
All right, all right. Good evening, everybody. And my name is Marcio. I'm 30 years old, and I'm married. I have three children, and I was born in Bahia, but I live in São José dos Campos, control side of São Paulo. In my free time, I really like to play music instruments, And I play double bass, contrabass since my childhood. I love the instrument. And I work warehouse leader, and I'm studying English. I'm studying enterprise resource planning, ERP, SAP, and that's it. Thank you for listening, guys. And what about you, Sandro?
Hello guys, good evening. I'm Sandro Augusto. I'm living in Pernambuco, Brazil. Married. I have a son named José. And in my free time, I like to play video games, to football, soccer, and study English and some in language for in my area. As a quality assurance, uh, I need to improve uh, my techniques, my skills uh, with the um many language like Java, Python, Ruby, and that's it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Nice to meet everyone. So today we're going to talk about moving abroad. It's a very interesting topic. Someone asked me to bring this topic, so I decided to bring. And let's start with the first question. Uh, Marcio, would you live in another country? Why or why not?
So in my case, I don't think so because I would to visit in another country, you know. But live, wanted because I love here in my country, and for me, it's really, really interesting living here in Brazil. But I would like to visit Germany, for example, and United States, for example. Yeah, in Germany because of the ERP SAP, because ERP SAP their origin in Germany, and so because they I would like to visit too, and because the trees really different and trees in Germany and about the Brazil. Yes, leave another country. I don't think so. It's possible, but I don't think so.
It's important to stay where we like, right? But we never know about the future. How about you, Sandro?
In my case, I have a dream and live in Barcelona because I love the club, I love the team, I love the culture. I think that would I'd be it's awesome for me and my family and my career because I I can try my English, the English, the Spanish to learning. That's it. I have a dream. Um uh, we will see can happen. That's it. How about
All
you,
right.
Courtney?
This question for me is very, can I say, exciting because I I remember that I had eight 8 or 9 years. I want to um, to live in United States of America. My motivation in this epoch eh, was Michael Jackson, because I love Michael Jackson very much. I love as my in this in the songs, eh, as human. I believe that's a good human for me, in my opinion, and above my investigation, it's the good woman. Um, I have any or some. I have several. Sorry, several motives that I would like to live in another country. Um, for example, it's character building, in my opinion, a new character building or a new building. Because if we want a new you or renovation myself, I believe the life in another country, I achieved this goal. Um, because this is great. This is great to increase my mind, or the better the better my mind, because there is, how can I say, in this situation, I will get the new experiences, the new friends, the new memories, and while I will learn it about another culture. Other motives in enhancing my career, for example, because if my ultimate aim is to improve my job prospects, I believe that living abroad can revolutionize it. Okay. Um, other other motive is that about the culture shock will be of the very best kind, because we can have the new experience in which should embrace the lunchtime siestas, for example, because the foods is very different. Embrace foods and embrace different traditionals and habits. This a good shock for me. I love the Brazilian foods. I love Brazilian. I love my country, but it's important to how can I say, to grow up my mind in my experience, renovation of my experience. Another is development social key skills will be beneficial. I have a lot of motives. This is another learning, because in this moment, development social skills, I will learn to override the difficulties. Will only give my will give more confidence, which is sometime we will never regret. Okay. And the last motive, but I have 50 motives, but I will finish with this motive. Okay. Because the time is not permit to speak more. The last motive in this moment is learning a new language, because this is a great life skill. I'm learning Spanish in 6 months. I learned fluent Spanish in 6 months only. But But if I live for example, in Argentina or in Spain, I believe that my experience will be more rich in this with this language. So, and for me, is another motive because arriving in another country and having to quickly learn how to converse in a different language, okay, to confirm this motive can be because this can be challenging, um, but fun too. In fact, we will learn it much quicker, and it will be much more interesting than picking it up from a book. The understand? But this is a five or six motive, but I have 15. Okay. Thank you.
It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, in my case, I always wanted to visit or live in another country. I don't know why. I think I'm just curious. So first I wanted to live in Portugal, and then I wanted to live in Canada. But what the just one thing, I never thought about living in the United States, which is where I am now. Life is kind of weird, right? But yeah, let's go for the question number 2. Marcia, can you read and answer the question?
Yes, I can. Number 2, in your opinion and social cycle, what motivates people to leave their family, belongings, and life and go to another country? So, in my opinion, to motivate people to live in another country because the security first, and second, I think because of the opportunity, and because your area, for example, and big different security in another countries, and here, unfortunately, because here really rich, but security here really bad. I say I feel bad when I talk about the security here, unfortunately, because I don't like to say uh, here really bad about the security. Yeah, but in my opinion about the questions, first, because the security. Yeah, use cell phone in another place, for example, work and live and working, and example, ride a bike, because I love ride a bike, but I pay attention when I use an headphone here, when I use my bike here, and when I use a cell phone here, I pay attention a lot because the security don't have security, fortunately, here. Yeah. So, yeah, because the job, because the good opportunity, because the money, I think. So, yes, because the money. Yeah, guys, security and opportunity and money. People to live in another country. That's it.
Yeah, I think you're right. Like security is something like that we have to think about, because there are bad places everywhere, right? So there are very good cities in Brazil that are more safe than some cities here as well. I mean, it's not all roses, right? But yeah, you're right about it. How about you, Sandro? What's your opinion?
In my opinion, I think that in my maioria, the case is money, and searching for better life. Uh, they they have they have a dream, uh, to live and others countries. The principal Portugal, I and the United States, because to they pays in dollars and euros. I think that is it, man. And I know some friends that live because of money. Uh, so I have 4 or 5 friends that live for this. So I think that.
Yeah, you mentioned something very interesting, which is better life, right? So when I said that I wanted to live in Portugal, it was because Portugal during some years was the safest country in the world, right? And Canada was also in the top 3 best countries to live, and those were the reasons I wanted to live in these countries. But how about you, Claudine? What's your opinion on this topic?
Depend of the age of the people, of the person. Because in my experience, I believe that the people until 30, more or less 30 years, has the idea about the moving abroad, or the migration, or the living in another country. They has a specific idea, and after 30 years or 35 years, has other specific idea about the why I should or I must living in another country. So I believe that the people until 30 years, more or less, 30, 32, 33 years, the motivation is just curious, okay, curious, adventuring, and in general, because I can be 10% of this person until 30 years or 33 years, are more responsible, are more how can I say, um, has an objective, defined objective. Okay, so but in general, the measure uh, is because it has a curious, has adventure experience, uh, how can I say, in some experience about the situation living in another country. I believe after 30, uh, from 35, the measure are more concentrate in your career, more focused in the objective in the achieve the objective to grow up your experience in another country culture, and get the how can I say, and get um, the experience to transmit to another person and learn another person that is possible to do. Okay, to realize the dreams. In this case, can be a dreams living in another country. In my case, is a dreams, and in my case, I am in the second group, uh, because my objective is grow up my mind to how can I say, to building the how can I say, stable, the financial stable, and the financial equilibrium. And I believe that is becoming more experienced. Um, that's all. Thank you.
Yeah, you brought some interesting points as well. But yeah, a lot of truths here. I can't say about, I mean, in my opinion, I can talk personally. The reason I came here was uh, seeking a better career, actually, because I'm here doing studying my master's. So that's why. But yeah, you all talked a lot about good reasons to leave everything and go to another place. And okay, let's move to the question number 3. Um, so we know that a perfect place doesn't exist. What aspects of another country would you bring to your country? And that's a very interesting question. I am curious about your opinions, but I will start saying that I would probably, I mean, bring to Brazil like a more security, of course, as Marcio said, but also quality of life in general. I think our money could buy more things. Our salaries could be higher. Companies could use our country to build their business as well, and not, every big startup that starts in Brazil goes to another country, and that's very sad to our country. But how about you, Sandra? What do you think about this one?
Like you said, I think that security and quality of life, of course, um, we need improve uh, everything in Brazil, but I think uh, we bring uh, these these aspects, and I believe that is we are nós viveremos bem melhor. I think that. What about you, Mas?
Yeah, I agree. So about the questions, uh, yeah, guys, security, but can I say it's true it's talk true about the other person to respect. I don't know. I forgot the word in English. Respect. I don't know. And really important. I forgot. Respect other person. Yeah, because here, guys, Brazil, I consider country, rich country here, but I think yeah, politics here really bad, unfortunately, because this Brazil don't have security. No, yeah, I think so. Yeah, for me, I think because the security here, because I see a lot here, you know. Yeah, that's it. Because the security.
How about you, Tadinei?
Well, I am an investigation, I study historic politics in the roads. And so I will mention the Polonia, okay? Because the politics in Polonia, in my opinion, is the top 10, the best of the world. And in my case, I bring the politics of the Polonia. That's because the politics um, is the mechanism that can I say the create roles in the Brazil or in the road. The politics is much more important than anything, in my opinion. Okay, because in all our politics, um, politics wave or politics more mais pesada in all place all the time are politics. Then there are politics in my job are politics, in the church are politics, in all place. So I bring to my country politics of the Polonia to create the rules, to better the security, to better the responsibility to the peoples, because I don't believe that the government has responsible to provide all to the people. How can I say make social in all things social to lunch to job. I believe that is the economy has the freedom economy, the freedom, the freedom. How can I say expression and the freedom to the population to create and to job. Okay, in the Polonia has my how can I say um, has a country to to models. I don't know. I forgot the word. To modelo as political. So I bring the Polonia's politics to Brazil to change the better all. Okay.
Yeah, politics is something I knew someone would mention. I agree. Yeah, nothing more to say about it. Politics is a difficult topic, but I agree 100%. And okay, let's move to the fourth question. Sandro, can you read this one and answer for us?
Yeah, of course. Have you had the chance to talk with a foreigner, yeah, who admires your country? What aspects do you think he or she would wanna bring to his her country? Mm, I believe that here we are very welcome, um, very welcome. Um, I I hear and my friends talking my some friends talking the persons and these other countries uh, not aren't welcome, uh, so they are very, how can I say, ice uh, with other persons. So I believe that, man. I believe that that's it. Welcome. That's it. And you, Márcio?
Yeah, I have. Uh, I worked in a company and person to visit in here. mm, I think 5 years ago, and people and people when stay here in another country to appreciate here. Yes, but because like it here in Brazil, yes, I have, uh, but I didn't understand it in English, you know. And one person I have opportunity and talk in a company and in English, but I didn't understand, but it's okay for me. Including buy it and any instrument here. I because love is an instrument here. Yes, I have it. 5 years ago, I have a big opportunity. Big opportunity.
How about you, Claudine? Give us your
Well, I
opinion.
don't, I never ever didn't have opportunity in speak about this with foreigner. This word is very difficult to pronunciation. Um, but in my investigations, um, in TV, in radio, in internet, in my social media, uh, foreign, this is difficult, this word. That I believe that's bring in his or in their country um, the happiness, the Brazilians' happiness, okay, and the woman's too, okay, carnival, and our agriculture, because Brazilians is the most, or I believe top five in the agriculture in the world.
Top one.
In the agriculture is that how can I say alimenta almost 2 billions persons in the world, Brazilian agriculture, and this is provoca inveja. I don't know in English these words. And what else? And our meat too, because the Brazilians are privileged to eat meat, okay? And another very important. If the United States or another countries can be or could be, bring Amazonia, okay? So Brasilia is very beautiful, diversity in culture, nature. It's this provoca inveja in the measure of the country of the world. This my investigation said to me about this. Okay.
Yeah, you brought an interesting point, which is happiness. That's very true. Here, I study in a international university, so we have 86 countries here. And in my entry, in my class, we had 46 countries. So we have people from all over the world. And some people from Bangladesh, for example, they came to me and asked, like, uh, are you Brazilian? And I said, yes. And they were like, and why did you leave Brazil? Why did you leave Brazil? You know, Brazil is so happy, so beautiful, and they love Brazil. They love soccer, and they admire our country a lot. They admire a lot of soccer players from our country. For example, one guy, he told me that he had pictures of Neymar and Vinicius Junior in his bedroom, and that's something interesting because not everyone in Brazil admires, you know, these athletes from Brazil, but they have a lot of respect for them and for our country as well. That's really nice. Well, I think we have time for just one more question. I will ask Marcio, can you choose a question so we can answer?
Lembro. Let me see.
You have 6 to 10.
6
Yeah.
or 5? 5, no?
Yeah, 5 to 10.
Okay, 5. Yeah. Do you do you think do you think it is possible to maintain your culture, live abroad, or do people end up getting new behavior? So I don't know because I didn't have the experience, you know. But in my opinion, I think it's depend the place, depend the person. Yes, for me, to me, I don't know because I didn't have the experience, you know. But in my opinion, it's depend the place, depend the person. That's it.
How about you, Sandra?
Like Marcio said, I think that depends the person, depends the place too, because I I like uh, to to live and my culture and the northwest in Brazil, but in other countries it's very very frio. What is the word frio?
Cold.
Cold, very cold. Uh, so I don't I can't um I will can't to use uh, shorts and shirts. I will to use uh, blusão and calça, meia, sapato. So uh, we have uh, to live and de acordo with country. I believe that. And you, Carney?
I believe it's possible to take part of the culture in the Brazilian, for example. Depend of the country, if you move or if you live, it's impossible, totally impossible. For example, if you live in in Ireland, for example, or in Groenland, or in Sweden, it's impossible to migrate or to bring or to live your culture or tradition or customs or costumes, I don't know, or habits, because this country is very different, almost 95% different than uh, origin, place of the origin. Do you know? But if you live in Australia, for example, it's much more easy. It's possible to bring your tradition or culture, but any is limited to bring the culture. I don't know if living in, for example, in Paraguay is more close of the Brazil or Paraguay or Uruguay, because the culture is more close to the Brazilian people. But I believe that is difficult to bring because you in any years you will how can I say became acomodado with the culture of the country. Do you that you will living? Yes, that's it. That's my opinion. Okay, I don't know, but that's my opinion.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. So welcome back, guys. How was the conversation there, Alexandre? Did you like the topic?
We have good conversation with Abe and Amanda. Amanda is a bilingual, or I don't know. She talk a lot of English. I like a lot to talk with her. I think she can be the TNT host, right? Because she have a very good English. And Abe is a very good guy to talk. I appreciate it.
That's good to hear. And guys, unfortunately, we are running out of time. So